The 9th round of the FIM MX2 Motocross World Championship kicked off in a very, very wet Uddevalla in Sweden after torrential rain wrecked the circuit, but the riders still had to go out there, and it was the number 100 of Tommy Searle who came through at the end of lap 1 to find a way past the fast starting Dylan Ferrandis there, number 22 on the Bud Rockstar Racing Kawasaki. Tommy Searle, though, came in to change goggles, and that let Jeffrey Hurlings, who was sitting in second position behind Tommy Searle, through into the lead. Tommy Searle closed in right at the end, but it was Jeffrey Hurlings who took victory from Searle and Roulants. In slightly drier conditions, the track's still very wet, but the rain didn't bother anybody. MX1 got off to a fine start, and it was Christophe Pourcel who led on the 377 CP Racing Kawasaki. Clement de Salvo on the Rockstar Energy Suzuki Wild MX1. Suzuki found a way through. Tony Cairoli, who was in 5th position, found himself coming to a halt on lap 2. The battle ensued between de Sal and Pourcel. De Sal eventually going through, but while Sebastian Pourcel was riding down in 3rd place in what was going to be a historic victory or a podium for the two Pourcel brothers, de Sal went on to win, but Tony Cairoli, the championship leader, found himself DNFing the first race, his first of the season. He had a 47-point advantage coming into this race. The gap was down to 22 as they went into race 2. De Sal the winner in race 1. An almost perfect track greeted the riders in MX2 race 2. Tommy Searle putting the squeeze on Jeffrey Hurlings through turn 1, and he came out in second behind Dylan Ferrandis. It was to get worse for Jeffrey Hurlings as a crash on the opening lap left him down in 28th position, and the Red Bull KTM rider was lucky not to get collected by other riders as they fought their way through the muddy conditions. Tommy Searle found his way through to the lead ahead of Dylan Ferrandis, with Jake Nichols having a good ride on the Nissan JM Racing KTM. Christophe Charlier was also having a good ride in 4th, the 23. So too Zach Osborne in his first ride back from injury. As the race went on, though, Jeffrey Hurlings found himself charging down through the field. So too did Jeremy Van Horbeek, number 89, as he burst up the inside of Dylan Ferrandis and into 2nd position. That pass on Jordi Tixier meant Jeffrey Hurlings found his way up into 7th, but it was Tommy Searle who went on to win the second race, the overall Grand Prix, and closed the gap to the top of the championship to 16 points. And the overall podium looked like this. Tommy Searle, your overall winner. Jeffrey Hurlings 2nd. Dylan Ferrandis 3rd in his first ever visit to an MX2 podium with that 3rd place finish in Moto number 2. But Jeffrey Hurlings still leads, but that gap now from 27 points to 16 as they go to Latvia in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, I'm happy to get another win. I just wish I would have won the first race. I need to get winning that first motor as well. I've been consistent. I've won the last 4. I mean the last 4 GPs, the last motor. So I need to start doing that in the first one. But I actually managed to close the points gap a little bit. Like each weekend we've been going with 1, 2, 2, 1. So I actually gained some points. So really happy with that, and just keep building with this momentum and close that gap more.
MX1 race 2, Jonathan Barragan tried to go early, number 7 on the LS Honda. Tony Cairoli got off to a better start, came out through turn 1 in around about 5th place. But once again, it was 377 and 25. Christophe Pourcel and Clement de Sal as they went for it at the top of the leaderboard. Tony Cairoli, though, found himself in another nightmare situation as he got stuck in the biggest mud hole and would never finish the race. Sean Simpson was having a great ride in 3rd on the Monster Energy Yamaha, and that was going to be good enough for 3rd overall in the Grand Prix, but he made that mistake just there with a few laps to go. That allowed Kevin Strybos through, and he then went after Christophe Pourcel in the battle for 2nd position. Tano Liot was having a good ride as well in 4th place. The teammate to Clement de Sal on the Rockstar Energy Suzuki Wild MX1 machine, that's where he would finish ahead of Sean Simpson. But in the closing stages of the race, despite getting close, the number 22 HM Plant KTM UK rider Kevin Strybos of Belgium couldn't get any closer. 3rd would have to do for him behind Christophe Pourcel, but Clement de Sal would win the race. He would also win the overall Grand Prix from Christophe Pourcel and Kevin Strybos. But of course the big news is no championship red plate for Tony Cairoli after those 2 DNFs. Clement de Sal is the new championship leader after 9 rounds of competition, and he'll look forward to keeping hold of that when we go to Latvia in 2 weeks' time.
campaign?
Yeah, I'm really happy about my result first, just about my riding, you know, not compared with other riders. But yeah, it's good thing for me in the championship. Yes, it's a bit sad for Tony because I think he had not really luck this weekend. It's not really the best way to get the red plate maybe, but you know, it's motocross, it's racing. I get also something like that in Bulgaria and in Brazil. It's things in motocross, but yeah, I'm really happy about myself and about the championship and the result today, sure.